The Spins News Network, where you get facts, not nonsense. Okay, so we're officially less than 48 hours from the polls closing, and we have our final election preview, and that is the New Jersey governor's race. Representative Mikey Sherill and former state representative Jack Ciattarelli will square off to become the next governor of New Jersey in what has become a high-profile race. Obama's involved, Trump's involved. 2 days to go. It's going to be a big test of Trump's Latino support. He had extreme improvements, 15, 20, 25, 30 points in majority Hispanic towns, which moved New Jersey 10 points to the right. From 2020, Joe Biden won it by 16. Last year, Kamala Harris won it by 6, which was an extremely narrow margin. The gap just tightened so much in a state that had thought to be solid blue, a state that couldn't even become a swing state, and we're looking at a very close governor's race here. Two candidate profiles. First of all, Mikey Sherill. She is a 4-term rep for the 11th District of New Jersey, 2019 now, 53 years old. She was a 10-year Navy fighter pilot straight out of college, served our country, and then a lawyer and a federal prosecutor before running for Congress. She's generally more moderate, member of the New Democrat coalition, part of that little mod squad that we were talking about that Abigail Spanberger was also in, that I talked about in Virginia, has a pretty moderate voting record. She is a frequent sparrer with Trump, was called fake and corrupt by the president, and was one of the few who called on Joe Biden to drop out early after his debate performance last year against Donald Trump, not afraid to break from the party on certain things. The New York Times did a preview of her. They described her platform as firmly anti-Trump with largely moderate policy positions. She's kind of middle of the road. Obama's been brought out for this race. She's fundraised well, but in this really tight race, she's been nastily attacked by Ciattarelli, and we'll get into some of that stuff later. Second candidate profile, Republican Jack Ciattarelli. He was a 7-year New Jersey state rep. He had a lot of local positions. He's 71 years old. He ran in the primary, lost in 2017, lost in the governor's race in 2021, although only lost to Phil Murphy by 3 points. It was very close. Conservative populist ideology, a strong focus on fiscal conservatism for New Jersey. Here in Connecticut, we get a lot of the ads that he broadcasts on the TVs. One of them, he really likes to hammer Sherill home on her fiscal policies. He wants to cut pre-K in New Jersey, supports school vouchers and funding a lot of transfers out to private schools, school choice. He's campaigned with Trump and Sean Hannity, but has kind of walked that line with Trump, kind of like Glenn Youngkin did, not being so supportive of the president, but once again, outperformed in 2021, former owner of a medical publishing company, went to Seton Hall, called Trump out in 2015, but was then a big guy. He hosted a Stop the Steal rally for Trump a long time ago. He is now kind of walking middle of the road, but he's accepted Trump's support with open arms. All right, so polling, Mikey Sherill, the polls have tightened. She was up by 10 points, and it just looks like almost 4 years ago what happened with Youngkin and McAuliffe in the way that these polls have tightened up. Now, Sherill has had some good polls. A Fox News poll showed her up 52 to 45. Atlas Intel showed her up what? She was up 4 in the Suffolk poll, up 7 in the Quinnipiac poll. So she has done pretty well in the polls. Is it going to be enough? Because Ciattarelli has the momentum. He is still not yet to lead a poll, but you can just see, I put that graphic down on the screen, how much he has tightened up the gap. And, he outperformed the polls in 2021 against Phil Murphy. He was very good in that race. And so there is a prospect of, can he outperform the polls here? Because it's a narrow gap. It's within the margin of error. It's within the margin where he could get undecided voters. It's certainly not a done race yet. But here are my predictions and notes. I think it's going to be a very close race. I have Mikey Sherill pulling this out by 1 to 3 points. My official number is 50.4 to 48.6, 1.8 points. But all the momentum sits in the hands of Jack Ciattarelli. He did a tele-rally with Donald Trump. He's closing the polls. But one of the big things in this race is the nasty attacks. This has been a nasty race. This has been, getting dirty with each other. He has attacked. Mikey Sherill did not walk in her graduation from the Naval Academy in 1994. He's questioned that. Mikey Sherill made a claim in the debate that he not only profited off the opioid crisis when he was the owner of his medical publishing company, but also killed people through it, encouraged the opioid crisis. He has now sued her for defamation on that claim. They have gotten very nasty with each other in this race. I think that Mikey Sherill is going to win this race, but I think it's going to be significantly tighter than the Virginia governor, and I think Ciattarelli has a shot. Once again, 2 points. close enough to flip either way. This has been Finn's News Network, where we give facts, not nonsense. Thank you for watching.